درس على الهواء. اليوم بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى سنستكمل مراجعة لبعض القواعد في اللغة الإنجليزية. Today we are going to talk about past perfect. First of all, before going on, we should talk about or just mention the aim of today's lesson. Today you are going to be able to review the usage of past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. First of all, before going on and talking about the past perfect tense, I need you to have a look at this two sentences in here. Okay? Have a look at these two sentences. What is the difference between those two sentences? The first sentence said, when he arrived, the train left. When he arrived, the train left. The second one said, when he arrived, the train had left. Again, the first sentence said, when he arrived, the train left. The other one said, when he arrived, the train had left. What is the difference between those two things? Let's talk first about the first one. It says, when he arrived, the train left. It means that he first arrived, then immediately the train left. He first arrived, then the train left. So he did the first action, then train did the other action. Nice. While when we have a look at this sentence in here, it says, when he arrived, the train had left. When he arrived, the train had left. It means that the train left before he arrived. The train left before he arrived. Another thing to look at it, it says, when he arrived, the train left. He arrived first, then the train left. But by adding the word had, something changed. Had make this verb happen before the other one. Okay? So the train had left before the boy arrived. The train had already left before the boy arrived. So this is one of the usage that why should we use past perfect? The past perfect is used when we have two actions in the past. Two actions in the past. One of them happened before another one. Okay? Again, two actions in the past. One of them happened before the other one. So we use the past perfect with the old action. Like in here. Have a look at these two pictures. This lady is leaving at 9:30, and at 10 o'clock this man arrived. So this action happened first, then the other action happened next after half an hour. So Anna left, then Sam arrived. Both of those two actions happened in the past. One of them is before the other one. So how can we combine them in one sentence and still manage to mention which one was before the other one? It's by using the past perfect. It says in here, like in other words, Anna had already left when Sam arrived. So had already left, the past perfect goes with the old action or verb, while the past symbol is used to the one which not that much old. So what's the usage of it? The past perfect express an activity that was completed before another activity in the time or time in the past. Again, before another activity or time, because there is not always two actions or two verbs in the same sentences, but there are two times in the sentences, one of them before the other one. Nice. So we said that past perfect is used if we have two verbs happening in the past, one of them is before the other one, we use the perfect with the old verb. Like this one. Past perfect is used to describe an action that happened before an action in the past simple. So we have the past perfect and we have the past simple. We said that the past perfect is used with the old one, then we use the other verb, we use the past simple. As we said, the train had left, then the boy arrived. So one of them is the past perfect, which is our main concern today, while the other one is the past simple. Past simple. So two verbs in the same sentence. One of them is the past perfect, while the other one is the past simple. And we have talked already about the past simple in the previous lesson. To make it more clear for you, how can had or how can the past perfect change the meaning of a sentence? Have a look at those two pictures in here. The first picture said or showed that Peter moved to Paris, while Mary, the other picture said Mary found a job in Paris. Okay, so which one happened before the other one? It's not clear. In here it's not clear. Which one? Did Mary found a job before, Peter moved to Paris? Or did, Peter moved to Paris before, Mary found a job? Okay. So now imagine that you would like to say that she found the job first, then he moved to Paris. So which one would we change it to past perfect? This one. So found, we just need to add had. So we say Peter moved to Paris, okay, after Mary had found a job in Paris. After she had found a job in Paris. What if we need to say the opposite? That he moved first, then she found a job. It's almost the same thing. Peter had moved to Paris before Mary found a job in Paris. So that's why we use had with past perfect. So you can notice that had is used with what? With the past participle. As we have talked in the grammar session before, we said that had comes with the past participle. So in here moved is the past participle and had is the auxiliary there. Nice. Have a look at this one also. He failed his test because he hadn't studied. He failed his test because he hadn't studied. He did something before something else. He didn't study, then he failed the test. So he was not studying, as you can see in here, the perfect. This is the perfect, the past perfect, okay? While this is the past simple, okay? He hadn't studied, so he failed his test. Both of them happened in the past, I know, but this one is the past perfect. So it says he failed his test because he hadn't studied. He hadn't studied. Have a look at the word because we are going to talk about it. Because could be like an indicator for you that there is something, going on. One of them causes the other one. Good. Have a look at those two pictures in here. She is living in Brazil, and when she visited Canada, she saw the snow. She had never seen that snow before. So we say she had not seen snow until she moved to Canada. Which one happened before? Yeah, she hadn't seen, the snow before. Then she moved to Canada. After that, she saw the snow. So this is the old one, and this is the second action. We used what? We used the past perfect with the first action, as you can see in here. She had not seen snow until she visited Canada. This is the past perfect, while this is the past simple. I think it is more clear right now. Let's have another example of it. He had been a construction worker before he became an architect. He used to be a construct worker, then he became an architect after a while. So which one is before the other one? This is the first action, and this is the second action. The first action should take the past participle, as you can see. The past perfect. He used to be a worker, then he became an architect, which is the past simple in here. Nice. So this is one of the usage that when we have two actions happen in the past, one of them before the other one, and we need to show which one is before the other one. And there are some, words, as we said, before, and in here the word until, and the word because also could be used in here. Good. I need you to note that down. And another usage of past perfect is to have or to make a regret about the past active or past, sorry, after wish and if only. Why did we say regret? You know what does regret mean? That you have done something and you feel sorry for that. You wish that you haven't done it. So why would we say in the past? Why is not because regret always or mainly happen in the past. And there is a big difference between wish in the future and wish in the past. Okay, for example, I wish to see you, it means that you are hoping to do something in the future. But if say, I wish I hadn't done something, it means that you regret doing something in the past. So we are really, concerned about regret in the past, wish with the past. Good. What are the two words? Wish and if only. Wish and if only. The first example says, he wished he had left earlier. He wished he had left earlier. Well, he's late and he wished that he had done something. So this is the past perfect because we have the word wish. Let's make it easier for you. What is the relation between regret and past perfect? We said before that when we have two actions in the past, one of them is before the other one. You wish you have done something before you do something else. What's that? You have done something, for example, you got up late and you wish you have done something before it, which is getting up early. So as if it is two actions in the past, one of them before the other one. But just be careful or focus on the word I wish and if only. An example with if only. If only I hadn't wasted my time playing. If only I hadn't wasted my time playing. Notice that we can, make it a negative also in here by adding not to had, as we have talked about, in making negative sentences before. So, if only I hadn't wasted my time playing. Okay? Because of the word if only, we need the past perfect. This boy, as you have seen, was playing most of the time. Then he felt regret. So he wished that he hadn't wasted his time playing. Another usage of the past perfect. Now we have talked about two usage, which is the two actions in the past, one of them before the other one, and regret in the past with if only and wish. This is another usage, which is the past perfect is used in the statement in reported speech. Statement in reported speech. First of all, what is reported speech? It comes from the word report. When you have something to tell about, to talk about. For example, your friend told you something and you want to report it to your teacher. What should you do? Mainly you change the tense of the things. Let's have a look in here. When you report someone's word, you can use two ways. Either you use the direct speech as you just copy it, what the thing that he said, like in here, Diana said, I am happy today. The word am refers to Diana because she said the same word with the quotations there. And he said, speech mark says that I am happy today. I am happy today. But if you would like to report it, like you are talking instead of her, you would say, she said that she was happy that day. Things that happened, we change this to that, and am became was, and today became that day. It's not our main concern today, but what I'm trying to say that we change the time to the one before it. We change the time to the one before it. So what if she said in the past, I lost my pen? When you report it, you should go back in time. you should go back in time. So which one is before the past symbol? Of course, it is the past perfect. As in here, she said, Kate said that she had lost her pen, or his hairpin, sorry, not his pen, hairpin. Okay? Kate, she said she lost her, or someone's pen maybe. Okay? So had used to be lost. We change it from the past symbol to the past perfect. Why is that? What is the reason? Because we are reporting her speech, or we're reporting what she had said. This is the reported speech, a statement in a reported speech. We change the time from the past symbol to the past perfect. Another action on another thing, have a look at this one. It seems that this boy had an accident, and he was telling his friend, he said, I had an accident. I had an accident. Then his friend go to the other friend, and he was talking about his earlier friend, and he said that he had had an accident. He had had an accident, teacher. Why should we had? Yeah, some of you are wondering, had? Yes, had. This is the had, the past symbol. And this one is the had, the auxiliary with the past, with the past participle. The auxiliary, this is the auxiliary, and this is the past participle of what? Of have or had. Had is the past symbol, and also the past participle is had. So had. He said that he had had an accident. I meant to bring this for you to make sure that you understand this rule in here. Good. So we said that in changing statement to reported speech, we sometimes use the past perfect. Again, let's talk again about the usage. Two actions in the past, one of them before the other one. Regret with if only and I wish, and another reported speech statement. When we change from the direct speech to reported speech, we sometimes change something. Just a revision for this one. You have already learned it in previous grade. Look in here. We say that we use that to change the speech mark. We change the time. If it is present, it will to become past. Okay. And if it is the, what is this? This is the present perfect. It will become the past perfect. Have a look in here. The present perfect will become the past perfect. And if it is the past symbol, it also become the past perfect, as you can see in here. So in reported speech with the present perfect, it will become the past perfect, and with the past symbol, it will become the past perfect. Good. Another usage of the past perfect, when we use it with the questions in reported speech. It's almost the same with like statement in the reported speech, but this is with the question in reported speech. For example, in here, like the teacher, this is the teacher, she was wondering or asking, where were you? Where were you? He was absent, for example, at the class. Where were you? Then when he went home, he was talking to his father, and he said, the teacher asked me where I had been, or I'd been, which is in here another thing. I need you to know. This is, it means I had. We change it from the where to what is, we add here had to where. Of course, where will become the been. Why? Because we need the past participle. Past participle of where is what? Been. Good. Another question. The grandfather is asking this boy, he said, did you finish your work or your homework? Did you finish your homework? He said that, Grandpa asked me if I had finished my homework. If I had finished my homework. There is no question mark in here. Why is that? It's about there will be no question mark in here. Because it used to be a question. Now you are reporting it. You are not asking the one who is listening to you. You are not asking him. No, you're just reporting and giving it as a report, as a normal sentence. So even the structure of the sentence has changed, but our main concern is from finished to had finished. Good. But teacher, this is, we may say this is a present. No, it is not present. It is infinitive as we talk about, but because this is the time in here, because it is a question. It is the past simple. Did you finish? This is the past simple. We change it to the past perfect. Nice. This is a small revision of the things that we have talked about. The four usage of past perfect, which are in here. An event which happened before another event in the past. Regrets about the past, after wish and if only. Statement in the reported speech, and question in reported speech. Now I need you to match these statements with these usage in here. This statement with these usage in here. Match them, read them, and match them. Okay, go ahead. I think you get them all right. Let's have a look at the first sentence. It says, the teacher asked me where I had been. Of course, this is a question because the word ask, it is a question in reported speech. A question in reported speech. The second sentence says, I had finished my homework before my friend arrived. I had finished my work before my friend arrived. Two actions happened in the past, of course, which is an event which happened before another one in the past. 3, I wish I'd work harder at school. I wish I'd work harder at school. Of course, the word wish means that there is a regret, which is be regret about something in the past. 4, my friend said he'd found a new job. My friend said found a new job. It is a statement in the reported speech, a statement in the reported speech. I think after this explanation, you are ready to go through more exercise. But before going there, let's talk about these contractions that you may shorten the words, and I need you to focus with me in this one. It is easy. I'd, it means I had. You'd, it means you had. He'd or she'd, it means he or she had. We'd, it means we had. And they'd, it means they had. They had. But what if, how can you differentiate between if they had, how can you differentiate between they had and they would? Because sometimes we write they'd, it means they would. How can we differentiate between those two in our examination, for example, or our reading? It is really easy. Think of it. What should we have after had? Of course, we should have the past participle. Okay, past participle after had. But after would, we should have what? Excellent, and infinitive afterward. So, like in here, had should have a past participle, like had plus past participle. Like in here, I wish I'd worked, the past participle hard, worked. So this one means had. Why is that? Because we have the past participle in here. Good. What about if it means would? It should have an infinitive after it, like in here. Like in here, if I were you, I'd go home. Go is the infinitive. So it means that it is would. Okay? It is would. It means I would go home. I would go home. Nice. If you remember, at the beginning of this lesson, we talked about keywords that could help you to figure out or to see there is two actions happening. There is something going on related to past perfect, the past perfect. after after I had my breakfast, I went to work. Two actions in the past. I had my breakfast and I went to work. Okay? Again, have a look at had. Yes, had. Had is the auxiliary, while the other one is the past participle. As soon as I had gone out, I met my father. It means, directly after I did this one, something happened. As soon as I had gone out, I met my father. Which one is before the other one? I gone out first, then I met my father. Good. When something happened, something else happened. When I had finished, I left the office. When I had finished, I left the office. First, I finished my work, then I left the office. I had finished, then I left the office. At the moment, it means also directly after doing so. At the moment I had came, he went out. At the moment I had came, he went out. That two actions happened in the past. I came first, then he went out. Good. The word before is really clear. Before I went to bed, I had done my homework. First, I had done my homework. This is the first action. Then I went to bed. This is the second action. I didn't get up till or until I had done my homework. Sorry, I didn't go to bed till I had done my homework. Two things happened in the past, one of them before the other one. When I finished my homework or had done my work, then I went to bed. But teacher, go, it is not the past. This is the past. Don't forget, negative. This is the past symbol in here. Good. Some more keywords, like the word because, as a cause. One of them caused the other one. Ali was late for school. Why is that? The bus had broken down. First, the bus broke down. Then, because of that, Ali was late. Two actions in the past, one of them before the other one, and one of them caused the other one. Good. She said she had gone shopping. She said she had gone shopping the day before. Why should we use that? Because there is the word said, reported speech. We said that in reported speech, we use such, past perfect reported speech. Because of said, we had gone. The same thing with told. The reported speech. He told me that he had finished. Whatever. If only I had better marks, it's a regret. And I wish, also regret, I had not wasted my time playing. Good. So these were some of the keywords that you may face or you may see in your readings and maybe in your examinations that may give you a hint about the past perfect. Now, let's move to forming past perfect. How to form the past perfect? I think now it is clear for you how to form it. You have seen that the past perfect is supposed to have what and what? Had plus the past participle. Had plus the past participle. So, S plus the past participle plus O. Okay? The other sentence in here, S also, the past symbol and the O. Sorry, the O in here. Had plus the past participle is our main concern. Had with the past participle. Only had, teacher, with I and you and he and she and if, and it. Yes, had goes with all of them, with all the pronouns and nouns. Had, because it only talks about the past perfect. How to form it in negative sentences? I had not found. I had or he had not finished. He had not or hadn't finished. Of course, you can write it like, hadn't finished, like this one. Just add not to had. Add not to the auxiliary had. The question, as we talked about before, we moved the auxiliary to before the subject, like in here. Had he finished? It used to be He had finished. No, we moved it to the beginning. You said, had he finished? This is the question. This is the how to form a question. It is really easy. Now let's go to our main part for today, which is testing or exercise, having more exercise. But before going to the exercise, I need to test you in such words in here. It is really easy, but sometimes you have to bear in mind those minor mistakes that you may go through or you may make in your examination or in your writing. Have a look at one. It says, we finished eating dinner. We had not, we not had, we had not. Which one is the correct? Of course, we had not. Some students may make mistakes. We had not had, no. Or like this one. No, we had not or hadn't. We had not. You write it like this. 2. Had they to here before, speak, spoken, or speaked. What is the past participle of speak? Yeah, had they spoken. Be careful, not speaked. It's spoken. Spoken. Some of the students, this is, coming from students' mistakes, by the way, in their writing. 3, you not left yet. What's that? You would not left. Why not what? Would? Because it is the, in here, the past participle. Past participle, so we need what? Had in here. Which one is had? Would had? No, it won't work. This one. Which is, it means, what does that mean? It means had. You would not left. You would let you, which means you hadn't, or you had not left yet. Good. 4. I had never here before. I had never saw, or seen. Which one you think? Why? Yeah. You think sometimes students think because of never, there's something should change with the verb. No, nothing changed with never and ever. Okay, so it's still the same. Seen, sorry, it is the past participle in here. Seen is the past participle. Good. Test yourself again in these 4 questions. We arrived at 8 or 5 past 8. But the train already left. The train has, have, or had. Why? Yeah, it is had. Because it talks about something happened in the past. This is the past, a symbol, and this the other one supposed to be the past perfect. The 2 parts of the sentence supposed to be in the past. Nice. 6. Says Sarah thought to the zoo before. Has been, had be, or had been. Of course, this won't work. What is the difference between those two? Has been or had been? The present continue, the present perfect and the past perfect. Which one should we use in here? You may say, teacher, has been would work in here. Yeah, it would work if we don't have the word thought. Thought, like the word said, suggested, explained, reported speech. Yeah, we are using those words to talk about reported speech. So this one, had been. It's not has been because of the word thought. If there is no word like Sarah has been to the zoo before, yeah, it is. It could work. But the word thought, in here gives the meaning of the reported speech. Good. 7. Nobody explained why the project had on the time. Hadn't, like in here, hadn't been completed, not completed, not complete. Of course, this one won't work. Had not completed or hadn't been completed. Tell me. Yes, had not been or hadn't been completed. This is the correct answer. Why is that? Because we talked about the passive voice last time. We talked about the passive voice. The project haven't finished itself. Someone finished it. So that's why we use the we use the past passive in here. Okay? We use the passive in here, passive voice in here. 8. He asked that item had been shipped. Of course, he told, or he said, or he asked us. He told us that the item had been shipped. He told us the item had been shipped. This is a reported speech. Another 2 questions to test your understanding of the past perfect. Dad explained his job due to stress. Explained, of course. Explained means a reported speech, so we need the past perfect. This one won't work. What about those 2? Those 2 are in the past perfect. But what is the difference between those 2 verbs? Quit and quiet. Sorry, in the spelling. Have a look there. Which one is the correct one? Yes, this one is the correct one. He had quit his job. He quit his job. He's not working anymore because of or due to the stress. And here I meant to show you that there is nothing called quitted or and quiet. You have to be careful with the spelling there. 10, the last one in your test your understanding. Then we are going to move the exercise to discuss it more. Where the security guard gone? Where had, where have, where did? Because of a gun in here, it is the past participle. What should we have? Okay, had, of course, had. This one won't work, and this one is talking about the present continuous, the present perfect, which is not really suitable with these sentences. So had, gone. So this is some of the things that you have to bear in mind and not to make mistakes in such things. Let's move to the exercise, which is really similar to your examination somehow, and you need to choose the best answer, the correct answer for this questions. Let's go one by one. One, read it there. Before he came to Oman, my friend in Egypt for 5 years. Which one is the correct answer? My friend studied, has studied, or had studied. And why is that? Exactly, it is had studied. But why is that? Why is that? Thank you. Because we have 2 actions, one of them before the other one, and we use had, or the past perfect with the first action. This is the correct answer. Good. Now, let's read 2. My friend advised me to see a doctor. I wish I had advice now. I wish I took, I had taken, or I have taken. Look at the clues there. Look at the words we have talked about before. Yes, the word I wish. I wish gives you, indicates something there. So I wish there is a regret. What should we use? Yes, the past perfect, had taken, had taken. Nice. 3, read it. If only I bought my mobile phone yesterday. If only I hadn't forgotten, I didn't forget, I wouldn't forget. Which one is the most or the correct one? Thank you. I hadn't forget. Why is that? Because of the word if only. If only shows that there's a regret, so I hadn't forgotten. I hadn't forgetting my whatever there. Good. 4. Also read it. My teacher asked me why my homework yesterday. Why don't do, haven't done, hadn't done. Why I haven't, thank you. I hadn't done my homework yesterday. What is the reason? What is the word that gives you the meaning or gives you an hint? Thank you. The teacher asked me. The teacher asked me. It is a reported speech. Asked, as we say, ask and told and said. Thank you. Very nice. Exercise 5. Read it. He said that he, in an English course before applying for a job, he said that he had enrolled, has enrolled. Yes, it is B, had enrolled. Why is that? What is the word that gives you the clue? The word said. Thank you. And the word also before. Thank you. And the word before. Good. Said and the word before, 2 actions in there. Thank you. Good. The other one, as soon as he, the photograph, he showed it to his friend. As soon as he will take, as soon as he takes, as soon as he had taken. C, thank you. It is had taken. Why is that? But you may say, teacher, where in he, no, as soon as he takes, it works. It works, but look in here. We have showed, it is in the past. So the other one's supposed to be in the past perfect. It's not a habit. It's not, we are not talking about a habit or something going on. No, we are talking about something already happened. Good. 7. At the age of 7, look in here. At the age of 7, my parents me to Jordan. My parents are taking, took, or had taken me to Jordan. You may say it is had taken, but look at here. Do we have 2 actions? No, there's no 2 actions in here. Something happened in the past and finished. Something happened at the time or at the age. They took me. They took me. It is a past simple. Past simple. Why is that? Because there is 1 time there in the action. But have a look at the other one. At 8. By the time of 7. By the time of 7, my parents took me or had taken me to Jordan. Had taken me. Why is that, teacher? Because in here, by means before. In here, before the age, they had taken me. Before that time. So in here, by means before. Before the age of 7, my parents had taken me. But the word at the time, it means at the particular time in the past. Be careful there. So now you have learned that the word by means before. Even you can say it before the age of 7. Before the age of 7. Good. Another more exercises. It says, he didn't buy a new car until he, the old one, he had sold, he is selling, he has sold. Of course, had sold. Why is that? The word until could you there, and there is 2 things happening in the past. He sold the car first, then he bought a new one. Nice? Yes, good. When I saw her, I realized that her name, I forgot, I had forgotten, I forgot. So we have forget and forgot in here. So forget, it won't work. So, good. So I said that I had forgotten. When I saw her, I realized that I had forgotten. Because I had, I forget first. Then when I saw her, I had already forgotten before even seeing her face. Good. My father wondered Okay, look at the word wandered in here. Whether my homework before going for a walk. Two clues in here. Wandered, which means they are wondering, asking themselves. You know, I like the word ask. And the word before, so had done my homework is the more, or the correct answer. Had done, because of the two words in here. And 13 says, we were hungry because, the word because in here, as you can see, cause and effect. They were hungry because since the early morning, we can't eat, we weren't eat, or we hadn't eaten. Yes, we hadn't eaten. Two actions happened in the past. One of them before the other one, and actually one of them caused the other one. So the cause is the first, and this one the second one. We hadn't eat, so we became hungry. Sorry. Tariq told me that his driving test. Told me. So reported speech. He hadn't, or he hasn't, or he isn't. He hadn't. Thank you. He hadn't passed his driving test. Ali said he again said he time to finish his essay. He hadn't had, he hasn't had, he doesn't have. Which one? He hadn't had. He hadn't had time to finish his essay. He hadn't had time to finish his reported speech. Last summer, my father took us to Salala. Which one? Exactly, it is B. Why it is B? Because there is no two actions. Only one action. Last summer, something happened. My father took us to Salala. That's it. Good, good. 17 says, I wish so far I had a trouble accident. As soon as you see the word I wish, no doubt that you are going to have the past perfect, which is I hadn't driven. I wish I hadn't driven so fast. I had. But teacher, this is I had in here. We have an I had in here. This is the past simple. This is the past simple, not an auxiliary or perfect. No, this is a past simple. As we said, that one of them the past perfect, and the other one could be the past simple. When the police arrived, the robber ran away, or had run away, or whatever. So runs away. You may say, teacher, runs could work. No, because arrived in the past. Those two things happened in the past. So which one? Yes, had run, because the sentence happened in the past, and the word when. Two actions happened in the past, one of them before the other one. Good. It means in here that they had run away. Then the police came. Good. And 19 says he had studied in Oman before he to the USA. Travel, had traveled, or troubled. See in here, we have the past perfect. He had. This is the thing that he had done something. What is the other part supposed to have? Yes, the past simple. Which one of them is the past simple? Yes, traveled. He traveled to US before he traveled USA to USA. 20 said he said that the key on the table. Said reported speech. So had left, since it is the reported speech. I think this amount of exercises has made it clear for you how to use or when to use the past perfect, and I hope it was really clear for you right now, and it will be inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala go through those words, and it will be helpful. And this is the end of our lesson for today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and take care and keep safe.